I hope this is the one with Wolfwood, because I keep seeing him in pictures and stuff, and I can't wait to meet him. I know he has to be crazy. There's no way you go around the desert looking like that, literally carrying a giant cross on your back, and you're not insane. So I hope this is the one that we get introduced to him, because if not, I'm gonna be disappointed. Last episode, Nye showed up, destroyed the whole town of Junora Rock. Savage left. Yeah, we're just gonna see what he does next. Meat? Oh yeah. Killed some kind of giant isopod. Plant-based food, what a luxury. Oh, no way. My powers of prediction. That has to be our boy Wolfwood. That's what I said! He has to be. Oh, that's very ominous. A lot of death imagery. Like, I think we forget that a cross is a symbol of death. It was a symbol of death and shame and execution before it was a symbol of religion. So that's already got me wondering about Wolfwood. Like, he's carrying his own cross, this giant burden. And I feel like that has to be representative of something else that he's carrying from his life, from his past. But yeah, there's so much death symbolism, even just from this one shot, like a Grim Reaper approaching, carrying a tombstone, a symbol of death on his back, wearing all black. It ain't easy being emo in the desert. My man. Episode 4, Hungry. I looked up the lyrics to this intro, and they're really sad. It's kind of like a upbeat, like soft pop song, but it's so sad. 3 days. Yeah, it's interesting that no one seems to realize or recognize that Nye and the doctor and the other people exist. Crash keeps getting blamed for everything. He hasn't eaten in 3 days. Remember what I said about emotional self-harm before? How he's not permitting himself to grieve over these things that he feels guilty for? Well, not eating is physical self-harm. He probably feels like he's not allowed to eat. And that's probably why he's sleeping so hard. Ah, geez, that hits a little too close to home. Only God knows. Oh, those are bugs. I wonder what role God has in this story. They've mentioned him many times. It's very interesting. I'd eat him. They just killed that man. The one pedestrian that's out here in the desert, they ram him directly. Wait, is that a gas station? Get some band-aids from the gas station. It's empty. Ooh. It's worse than empty. Oh, it's a kid. I know that voice. I know that voice. I can't think of his name right now, but I know that voice. That's Reiner. I can't explain it, but that's so perfect. That is somehow the most perfect voice that he could have had. Is he even reciting the Lord's Prayer correctly? Oh, yeah. He got part of it. He's got purple shoes. Oh, he's goofier than I thought. No, that's not it. Dang, he's really got his tits out in the desert. We've all got a cross to carry. Oh my gosh. What was I just saying? you still deserve to eat. I went through a period in my life where I could not eat. I was going through some stuff. And I didn't want to eat. I didn't feel like I could eat. And sometimes I would punish myself by not letting myself eat. I cannot explain to you the feeling of elation that I felt when I was able to eat well and enjoy my food for the first time in years. I hadn't felt hungry in years. I hadn't enjoyed food in years. I was not doing well. And I ate these fish tacos from Rubio's. I had just gone on a several-mile hike, came back into town, ate an entire plate of 2 fish tacos and beans and rice, and I hadn't eaten that much in years. And it was good, and it wasn't a burden to me to eat. And it was like being reborn, being able to eat these tacos again and being able to enjoy them. And I don't know exactly what switched, what let me be able to eat again, but I ate those tacos and I came home and I fell into the fattest food coma. And I don't think I ate for the rest of the day, not out of shame or inability, but just because I was so satisfied with those tacos. And part of what keeps me from going back to that place again is knowing that I always deserve to eat. And so there's no reason for me not to eat. And if I eat garbage, that garbage is keeping me alive. If I'm not feeding myself, I'm killing myself. I'm contributing to my own death. It's a dramatic thing to say, but when you can't eat for years on end, you gotta be a little bit dramatic to be able to work your way out of it. So yeah, I can't express how hugely important that is to me, to see disordered eating, I don't know if that's quite the right word, patterns of self-harm through food avoidance addressed in anime. And now, when something is going wrong in someone's life, the first thing that I will do is offer to get them food. Because food is healing. Genuinely. There is healing power in a good meal. Even in a little snack. You still deserve to smile. You still deserve to eat. He's so right. He's so right for that. I can't wait for him and Vash to start having some friction and then start sharpening each other in different ways. That man's not a pacifist, I can tell. And so becoming acquainted with Vash is going to challenge some of his beliefs. And then WOLFWOOD is going to be able to help Vash in maybe these more human ways. So far, he's dealt in death and food, which are 2 of the most human experiences and 2 things that Vash is struggling to have a healthy relationship with right now. So this is wonderful to me. This is like candy. I'm getting that tattooed on me, dude. You still deserve to eat. Build different, dude. A sinkhole? A dune worm. Ooh, that texture on the sand is so good. Oh, yeah, it is. Some kind of beast. That was a fun shot. Hungry. That's the name of the episode. Very fitting. Oh, there's the truck. If Roberto's suspicious of something, I'm also suspicious. So the little worms and the big worms are... Oh, interesting. I hope Vash eats at the end of this episode. No, kid, don't follow the worms. Or maybe do, I don't know. What is up with this kid? I mean, I know he's probably traumatized, but he hasn't said anything. And he just ran away. That's not scared child behavior. Man, that's so goated. Wolfwood's design is so good. Uncle Downer walks in, gets hit by a truck, asks for $20,000, tells everyone what to do, refuses to elaborate, leaves. Why'd you make Meryl go by herself? She's scared of bugs. Is that the kid? Oh yeah. Something's not right. Wolfwood, slow down, my man. You are going to an early grave with all that lung cancer. Also, no socks with those shoes? You just blow it up. That's how it goes. You're in the worm, you cut yourself out. Of course. He is crazy, I knew it. That is true. That is not true. Oh, interesting. So they're targeted by someone. The kid? Yeah, it's not made out of wood.
Stampede.
Well, you don't know him, but... I do think, yeah, there's something... I think because he's so... Right out the gate, he's like, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. You gotta do what you can to survive. I do think that is a cover. I think he believes that to some extent, but I also think that he's a big softie on the inside and is fronting because it's easier that way or because of whatever cross he has to bear, whatever trauma came from his past. And Vasher's gonna help bring that out of him. That soft side out of him. Sorry, I know that's supposed to be like a whale and like a blowhole, but to me it's a fart. I'm 12. Is that those same three guys from before? He just fully elbowed that man in the chest. What did I say? Oh, that is so sick. What the? Oh. Finally a good view of the whole worm. Pretty cool design. Uh-huh. That kid is something else. I don't know if they're like a person. Yeah, he's crazy for real. Sick. Yeah, I said you're gonna have to cut your way out of that thing. And now they can eat it. No, you should eat. Just try it. Just try it. Maybe what this bad news bunch needs is a little more bad news. Is he gonna eat now? Yeah. Yes. Yes, you do.
Nicholas D. WOLFWOOD.
Nicholas D. WOLFWOOD. They already have such sibling energy. I love this family, this idiot family. Oh wow. That is beautiful. Oh, they know each other? Ah, okay. Yeah. I mean, well, that explains why they somehow managed to hit the only pedestrian in the entire desert, because he did that on purpose. So we know how this is going to go, right? WOLFWOOD was hired on as some kind of mercenary or assassin, but we all know that's not how that's going to go down, because they're going to become friends and have a weird little family, and Vash is going to help WOLFWOOD in ways that WOLFWOOD didn't even think that he needed help. And then, yeah, I still maintain that WOLFWOOD is fronting about a lot of stuff. The kid was like, you love betraying friends, and that's who you are. And WOLFWOOD didn't say anything. He didn't agree, nor did he disagree. I think the way that Vash treated him and the way that Vash went back for Meryl and Roberto definitely impacted him, even if he's not really showing it. And then the kid was like, I can see it in your eyes. And then I just know that WOLFWOOD was thinking of how Vash said that he could see WOLFWOOD's decency in his eyes. So yeah, there may come a moment where WOLFWOOD comes clean and he's like, dude, I was hired to kill you or to bring you in for a bounty, and I'm not gonna do that anymore. That'll be a good scene if or when it happens. Confrontation, heartbreak, reconciliation. I love that kind of stuff. Who's talking? Yeah, and I mentioned that. So is he saying Vash's morality and ethics specifically, or just the fact that he has morality and ethics is a defense mechanism? Maybe I'll see what they say in the dub, because that was a little hard to parse for me. So true. All right. Honestly, the pacing seems a little odd. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I do understand they only have 12 episodes to get through a lot of plot points and character introductions and stuff. I can't quite figure out why the pacing seemed odd to me. But now I'm feeling like there's a lot of other non-human characters other than Vash. Not that everyone is a space plant alien man, but WOLFWOOD was like, yeah, I'm built different. And then that kid was also very strange. I don't know. Maybe it's not inhuman characters and just like superhuman or altered human characters. But was that even a kid? I don't know. Maybe it's an adult that just looks like a kid. WOLFWOOD, for all his somberness and trigger happiness and everything, brought in so many elements to this episode that are just phenomenal. Not just what he said about food and laughter, but also being an undertaker. And it's just his job. He doesn't really seem to have any passion or emotional stake in it, I suppose. But food, death, laughter, religion, all of that's been around since forever. WOLFWOOD taps into some of these eternal primal human experiences. Those are things that Vash may not have the most holistic relationship with. And so I think it's not just that WOLFWOOD would be changed by Vash's perspective on things and like convert towards the way that he sees things, but I think also Vash will be, he's still going to be the same pacifist, non-killing sort of guy that he's always been, but probably just the way that he's able to relate to people is going to change in certain ways because of WOLFWOOD. Well, that's going to be all for now. Bye.